Hey guys, Danny Fitzy here, and today we are going to be going through the Path of Exile Harvest teaser, trailer, announcement, information together live. This is my first reaction to all the information. So obviously, if I misinterpret any of the information wrong and it turns out, or I watch another video and it turns out a lot of the stuff I say in the video might be wrong, but this is just more of like a reaction type video. So don't expect to get all the exact ins and outs of all the mechanics and stuff. I'm just going to be reading it as I go and trying to put together my own kind of thought process. I prefer to do that rather than watching all the other videos first. And I thought it'd be fun just to record it. I did this last league and people liked it, so I'm going to do it this league. So if you don't know as well, I stream on Twitch. Where's this side? Wait. They're on my Twitch links. I need to update this. But my Twitch handle will be down below. I stream mainly PoE. Pretty much 95% of my stream is PoE. And obviously I'm taking a break at the moment, so I want to be nice and fresh and hyped for this new league. So obviously on the 19th, in 16 days, I'll be back to streaming every day. And it's just going to be some juicy PoE content. So if you want to see that, go follow me on Twitch. And you want to follow me on subscribe and all that goodness, you can do that too. But yeah, let's just get into this. I'm hyped. I'm ready for some new PoE action. I definitely am. So I'm going to watch it, without pausing or without really saying anything the first time. And then if, there's anything to go back to, like I really want to go back to and talk about, I will. But then we'll obviously go through this page and all the information they give us, which is usually a little bit more, to be honest. But yeah, let's just get into this. Hopefully it's not too loud. I'll check my levels on the other side. But yeah, this is your first time watching it as well. Do this together, brothers. Oh shit, they said I wouldn't talk.
Though this land is shrouded in pain and darkness, it teems with life.
Like blue blight.
Behold this sacred grove.
Ooh. That's the new
With
currency.
forethought, we may bend life to our will, to remake the world as we see fit. But
What the
beware, nature protects itself.
You build your own. Oh my, what was that? I can't even read it quick enough to know what's going on there. We'll be going back to that.
But do not forget, whatever you sow, you must harvest.
It looks stunning, like compared to Delirium, which was an absolute grey fest.
In the Harvest League, seek out the seed cache in every area you explore.
Oh, seed cache. Oh.
Take its seeds through Oshabi's portal to the Sacred Grove. Sow those seeds to grow dangerous and rewarding monsters.
Okay.
When they are ready for harvest, slaughter them and extract their life force.
Okay. An Arc. Looks like Arc's had a little bit of a visual update. Or it might
Use
just
this
cooked.
life force to easily craft powerful items.
Ooh. White sockets. That's nice.
Store the leftover life force to fertilize higher tiers of seeds.
Okay. Sucking all the juice out of
Discover
the plant.
rare seeds that yield exotic crafting options or dangerous endgame bosses. In addition to many new items and skills, this expansion also contains major revamps to the passive skill tree, Warcries, slam skills, brands, and over 50 unique items.
What, 50? Damn.
The
son.
harvest begins on June 19.
That's a new skill as well. Oh my, is that Ice Crash? It looks pretty good. It's hard to. It's one of those. It's like Blight. It's hard to kind of get a judge on the gameplay and the you know, like the min maxing you're gonna have to do, and the kind of knowledge you're gonna need to get the best out of the gameplay and stuff. But it looks really good. Like in terms of like the colors and stuff, because obviously Delirium was just fucking black and white pretty much. And when you were pretty much in the Delirium most of the time, you should be anyway to get the rewards, right? And it was just so grey. At least this one's colourful as fuck, you know what I mean? Look at it. I'll turn it down a bit now as well. Oh, it's so pretty. Because this game is really, like the colours and the lighting in this game is actually quite nice. It does look really nice. So what we got here, this was the bit I wanted to go back to. This is how you craft. So are these, it's kind of like beast crafting, right? Augments an item with a new influence modifier. Holy. Change a unique armor into another unique armor of that type. Headhunter. Belts will be going in there. Change a unique jewel into another unique jewel. Change a unique ring, amulet, or belt into another unique item of that type. Removes an influence modifier from an item and adds a new one. Christ. Yeah, some of these are really good. It's kind of like beast crafting, but on like fucking steroids. There was some more in there as well, wasn't there? Basically, what it looks like to me, it's like a more controlled Blight. Not like tower defense, but like the where she come out like this. That's literally Blight, but blue. That's why I said it. But yeah, in terms of gameplay, you kind of have to set up your own stuff, right? So you don't just go in there and fight. You have to go in there and just strategically place your seeds. Sounds a bit weird. Yeah, I don't know. It looks I'm on the fence. I'm not like, wow, poggers, but at the same time, I'm not going to dislike the video. You know, I'm still hyped, man. Every PoE league is still full of fucking amazing content to go through, right? Even if you don't like the league mechanics. So I'm definitely still hyped in the sense of a new PoE league. This is nice. Getting a white socket thing, because doing it through the syndicate is such a pain in the ass. Augments an item with a new cast and modifier. Reforges the colour of 2 random sockets of an item, turning them red and blue. Yeah, randomising the values of probabilities cast modifiers. Yeah, so it's just like more specific currency. You know, like that's like basically a divine, right? But it only does cast and modifiers. You know, you have a reforged 2 random sockets, turning them red and blue. You know, quite nice. So they're not all just brand new OP shit. Just new ways of getting stuff. Is that all that showed up? Turned it white and then what was it? So it uses the juice from the plants that you get from killing the mobs, and then it seems like you suck it out of the ground with those machines after you kill the mobs. I could be wrong on that. But yeah. Looks pretty good. There's some new skills here and some updated skills, I think. This is a new skill here, look. Whatever that be. This is a new skill as well. Unless it's been updated. That looks like brand.
Many new items and skills. This expansion also contains major revamps.
That might be a new brand, or that might be the new Storm brand, because obviously Storm brand was fucking OP as fuck, so it's probably going to get nerfed, or Archmages. That's not new, but that does look newish. Yeah, he's got it there again. I think that's brand recall or something. He had it there as well. I don't know. I'm sure it says on the other page. So there's Ice Crash, I think. Yeah. Oh. Ice Crash looks fucking poggers, dude. The size of that thing. Oh, that's hot. I don't know what I'm going to play though, but obviously after patch notes I'll know for sure. So if any of the skills I kind of want to play get buffed in any significant way, I'll probably play them. I'm looking at Stag Strike, but I don't think that's going to get changed though. So here we go. Path of Exile Harvest. I'll zoom it in a little bit so you can see as well, because I have quite a large resolution. Here we go. In Path of Exile Harvest. Fuck, I can't say her name. Oshabi? Oshabi? I wish I could read. There's a cultivating the sacred grove. An ancient garden of mysterious power. Plant seeds that grow into dangerous enemies and craft their life force onto your items. So we've got 8 new skills, 2 new support gems, revamps of 2-handed weapons. Ooh, that's quite a lot. Fucking hell, that's... You better not make Voidforge absolute beast weapon that I can't afford anymore. Warcry Skills, brands, slams, and the passive skill tree itself. We've introduced 12 new unique items. Oh, and rebalanced over 50 existing ones. Nice. Because a lot of the uniques in this game are so poo-poo. They used to take the piss out of like Diablo for having like whack uniques because it's just all about set items and then a couple of, you know, other uniques to go with it, or legendaries. But this game has a bloatware of fucking absolute garbage. That's clearly from back in the day that's just never been updated, so the power creep has just completely overtaken the item, right? Or its mechanic value is so irrelevant these days. You look at some of them, they got like 5 regen per second on it. It's like, bruh, you get more of that from like a point in the tree, you know? So hopefully it'll make some fucking nice builds. So here we go, look. Got some seeds, mate. So he's got seeds around one of those harvest things, right? And then you can kind of pass the juice on, so you can collect up the juice. I'm guessing obviously that's going to be a cost to pass over the juice. Look at that. Compared to just grey on grey, I like it already in terms of aesthetics. Looks pretty nice. Those massive, like, long seeds right there look OP. Just quoted something. I'm not going to sit here and read really slowly. I'm fucking dyslexic and it'll probably just hurt your brain, but I'll read out the important stuff. Seek out the seed cache in every area you explore. Take the seeds through the portal to the Sacred Grove. All those seeds to grow dangerous and rewarding monsters. While most seeds grow easily, rather higher tier ones require more careful planning but yield more valuable results. Reveals a random physical modifier crafting effect when harvested. So it tells you, oh my, look at these things though. Spawns at level 57, provides units of raw vivid life force. Can be harvested after 10 growth cycles. Seed tier 2. A seed tier 1, seed tier 2. Consume 10 wild units of concentrated life force. I think I know why there's a few dislikes already on the video. It does seem a little overcomplicated just from what I'm seeing right now. Like, these alone have so much fucking different words and shit on them that mean nothing right now, but maybe, hopefully, it's very streamlined in the actual game. But it's not always a bad thing to have a really complicated league. I think Synthesis was probably one of the more complicated leagues, right? And it was one of my favourites, so who knows? Extract the life force. When your monsters are ready to harvest, slaughter them and claim their life force. Every enemy you fight in the Sacred Grove is one you intentionally planted. Customize your combat around your character's capabilities and what rewards you are seeking. Some pics here. And using a burning arrow with some MTX on. They're clearly trying to sell some MTX. Is that new MTX? I've never seen that cape in my life. Probably. Oh, look at that. You can tell, after you've played the game for a few leagues, you can clearly tell which assets they reuse and reskin. That looks pretty sick though, look at that. Gotta bonk him on the bonds, mate. Respect that. Here we go, boys. Oh shit, it gets like a cool cosmetic over it when you do it. Reap a bountiful harvest. Every monster you defeat in the grove grants you a crafting option. Performing one of these powerful crafts consumes life force from the monster you just harvested. In order to maximize your life force and hence crafting potential, you'll want to take out as many monsters as you dare handle. Harvest crafting provides powerful directed crafting to an extent that Perfect has never seen before. So what have they got here in this example? They've got the Reforger item with random new modifiers, including caster modifier. So that's like a Chaos Orb, but you know you're going to get a guaranteed roll after. So it's like an Alchemy and a Chaos together. Pretty cool. Augments a rare item with a new physical modifier. So that's like a Regal with a guaranteed slam. Is it? Oh, maybe that's just an Exalt slam. with a physical modifier. Sorry, I read that wrong. Reforges the color of a random socket of the item, turning it red. That's always nice. Replaces a cold modifier with the equivalent fire modifier. Oh, that's nice. If you get like a T1 fucking elemental roll, you get the wrong element. I'm specifically thinking about as well when you get like +3 staffs and you always get the one you don't want. You can use that to flip it onto the correct element. That's sick. Change a stack of oils into a random stack of oils. That sounds pretty fucking sick. Imagine getting 10 gold noise, mate. Alright. As I'm reading through this, it's getting hella better. I'll tell you that. My balls are starting to tingle a little bit. Increased duration. -1% to this value when used. Wait, what? So you can put like a buff on, but it slowly wears off as it's used. Is this from this? I'm guessing it's from that. This, whatever this is. It looks like it's the blue one. As you know, the effect, as you can see on the map, looks cool. This league. Yeah, it's got this kind of blue splooge all over it. Kind of looks like this blue one, right? Maybe it's one of these blue ones. I don't know why this has got shit on it. Does that just make it like a super uber duper lab? Never know. A Jeweled Legion Scarab. Is that different? I don't remember what the highest one is. Area contains 2 additional legions, contains a war horde, and a general. That don't look any different to me. Does not consume sextant uses. Sorry. Damn. You just put it into this machine and craft that on, right? And then this is like a super uber. I mean, that's like a double breach head. So I'm pretty sure that's higher. That's like twice as much as it normally is, right? Because it's usually 10 extra Harbingers and 50-50. Man, you can buff maps, you can buff scarabs, you can. Oh, what the fuck that does? What the hell does it do to Uber Lab? Ooh. Wait, there was no picture there, right? No. Evolve your garden. As you build the ultimate garden, you'll discover exotic seeds with specific needs that must be met in order to grow. Various pipes, condensers, and dispensers can help you fertilize your garden with any remaining life force. Dispenser, condenser, wild life force collector. As long as it doesn't get too complicated, it should be alright. This encourages growth at the cost of the cost of life force, stores life force, and extracts life force from harvested seeds. So the more I'm reading through this, the more I'm like, okay, I'm starting to understand, right? From the trailer alone, I was a bit mindfucked, to be honest. The 3 primordial beasts. I'm not even going to bother trying to say that. For those able to cultivate these rare seeds, the emergent boss that emerges can yield harvest. I can't read. Monsters that emerge can yield harvest's most valuable rewards. So these are the endgame bosses, right? Got some weird scorpion-looking mother looker there. He looks sick as fuck, to be fair. He doesn't look like a complete reskin, to be fair. Respect that. A bear in it. It's like a spiky bear. Using Ice Shot Barrage, you should be able to murder him, to be honest. Oh, Cyclone. It's not getting nerfed. Or is it a sign? Fuck. And that's some like a wolf thing. Is that spawn mat next to it, or are they together? And it's got a tumor on its back. Yeah, they look pretty good. That one looks fucking sick as hell. I guess pink and purple just makes me. Oh, there's a new keystone there. The passive skill tree has received many improvements, including better support for some mechanics, for example, two-handed weapons or rage, with both numerical buffs and an entirely new cluster of passives. In addition, there are many more new, notable and keystone passives, which include both fan favourites from Timeless Tools and even some entirely new ones. Okay. Does that look like a new one? I don't recognise the icons, so. What are they going to do with Timeless Jewels then? Are they just shoving those on the tree? I guess with Timeless Jewels you can still get them elsewhere on the tree, right? So if they put them up in the top left, so the Timeless Jewel you can still go in the bottom right. So I guess timeless jewels don't lose all of their worth, I guess. I mean, the keystone from them wasn't always the largest, you know, the most, what's the word? Valuable thing about them. At least for like the brutal strain ones, it was like what they gave on the other passives. Violent slams. That's what I do to my desk when I don't win at life. They left a widow, look. It's called a widow, that. The more you learn. Typography, when you leave one word on its own sentence, on its own line, they call that a widow. And it looks terrible. Please just put it up there. Just make the box a little bit longer. That's it. I'm not playing this league. Just kidding. As part of our new two-handed weapon improvements, several melee skills have been recategorized as slams. We've introduced a new slam skill and a new support gem. We've also revamped several existing slams with new visual effects, improved functionality, and greater power for two-handed weapon users. Nice, here we go then. Fist of War support. Read that. Of course it's in the wrong corner. Sorry about it, I'll zoom it out. I can do this. I can't. I lied. I'll read it to you. Well, there you go if you want to read it right now. An ancestor appears above your character to perform a slam in unison with you every few seconds. This causes the slam to deal more damage in an increased area. This causes the slam to deal more damage. Okay. That basically like an ancestral call. But instead of it just going on the enemy when you hit them, it's like above you. It's Mirage Archer for slam. At least that's what it sounds like. I don't get this bit though. The slam causes you to deal more damage in increased area. What, while he's above you, you're buffed? Or does he slam harder? Looks pretty cool to be fair though. Look at that. That looks badass. Fist of War support. Tectonic Slam. Now only consumes 1 endurance charge for every 3rd use, making it easier to maintain your endurance charges. You now gain more area effect per endurance charge instead of more damage, or including. I've always wanted to play Tectonic Slam, it's quite sick. I don't know what I'm going to play this league. I will probably play melee though. I'm a melee boy. Oh my god, what is that? That Earthquake. Pretty cool. Deafening War Cries. I couldn't read that then, if you wonder why I just stopped for a second. We've added 4 new War Cries, Warcry Skills, and reworked 3 existing War Cries. Now, War Cries now scale based on the power of the nearby enemies rather than the quantity. Many War Cries also expert your attacks, increasing their power for a number of attacks. Okay. Yeah, they've probably done this because the new notables are fucking OP. Stack like crit and stuff like that. Seismic Cry. Releases a shockwave which taunts enemies and knocks them back. What's the point of taunting enemies and knocking them back? That's so like counterintuitive, is it not? The taunt's supposed to make them hit you, right? So they're focused on you, but then just knocking them back anyway. I don't know. I've never used cries anyway, so maybe I will now if they're hella OP. It also grants a buff that makes it easier to stun enemies. The buff also what is this word? Experts your next. Does that just mean buff? Does that just mean buff? I'm gonna Google this word. The more you know. Apply or bring to bear. Make a physical or mental effort.
Exert.
Exerts. Well, you know, there you go. Look, we're learning together. I guess it just means buff your next few attacks. These attacks deal more damage and area effect than normal attacks, becoming progressively more powerful with each attack. That's quite cool. So is this going to be like a tag? Who knows? Who knows? Like I said, this could all be wrong. Rallying cry, they put it up in the top right. There you go. Do that with all of them. Release a shockwave which taunts enemies. It no longer regenerates mana, but now grants a percentage of your weapon damage to each of your allies based on the power of the nearby enemies. It also causes your next few attacks to become exerted, granting a bonus to your damage based on the number of allies near you. Oh, so this is party play. Oh, well. you better more fix your game, Chris, before party players are even good. The hell is this? That shouts. How they look like now? Kind of like these ripples. He's done one of them. I don't know which one that is. Looks good though. I guess if you're a Warcry boy, you should be pretty stiff right now. Or it could be worse than how they are now. So I don't know. Lethal brands. We've introduced 3 new brands. 1 brand support gem and 1 new brand support gem, and have revamped existing brands. We've made brands a lot more versatile while also reviewing how their core mechanics work. Brand recall no longer forgot the word. Regime. It's no longer superior to it. Yeah. Words. Right, let's just move on before I embarrass myself. Oh, is that Storm brand? Oh no. Penance brand. That was the one I saw on the bar. That looks sick as hell, dude. When placed on the ground, Penance brand will attach to a nearby enemy and become activated. Its energy builds up and spreads to an additional nearby enemy each time it activates, quickly dividing and spreading between. So it's like Corona, just spreads everywhere. Nice. When the brand is removed, the energy on each enemy is rapidly released in a series of explosions. Yeah, that's what I saw on the. I think that's what was in the trailer. It kind of let off like a shock nova thing, so I don't know if that's going to change or it's going to look like that. But yeah, they look sick as well. I could play brands. I don't mind a bit of brand action. Arcanist brand. When placed on the ground, oh, that looks good. Arcanist brand will attach to a nearby enemy and begin triggering linked spells in a sequence. You put your own spells in there. It's like spell slinger. So you could put like, yes, arc would make sense here. They would just keep shitting out arcs. That sounds pretty badass, actually, if I've read that right. And then, yeah, I think that's what I'm looking at right here, right? He's got these out. They're pooing out whatever that is, fireball. That sounds pretty good. I'm okay with that. Whoa, what are those? some new uniques. We're introducing 12 new unique items and reworking over 50 existing ones. So these look like 2 new ones. Those are 2 unique rework ones. We got a ring, storm secret, bit of int, nice chunk of lightning damage, shock. Herald of Thunder also creates a storm when you shock an enemy. Herald of Thunder's storm hits enemies with 33% increased frequency. Take 250 lightning damage when Herald of Thunder hits an enemy. Ooh, a Herald of Thunder build. Also creates a storm. It doesn't tell you anything about the storm. I wonder if that does a lot of damage. I like how they show you a unique here. Looks badass and doesn't tell you what that is. They're blue balling us. That's kind of cool. I think Herald of Thunder's quite sick skill, to be fair. I like all the Heralds in the game. Heralds are probably like my favourite group of skills in the game. The Heralds, especially Herald of Ice. Every build I have has to have Herald of Ice in it, pretty much. Well, Herald of Ash is quite nice as well now that I've used it more. Doriani's prototype. So it's a bit like the fist. Armor, energy shield, nice chunk of life. Deal no non-lightning damage, so you pure lightning damage. Armor also applies to lightning damage taken from hits. Lightning resist does not affect a lightning damage taken. Nearby enemies have lightning resist equal to yours. Wait, what? Armor also applies to lightning damage. So your damage reduction for lightning comes from your armor, so you'll have to stack armor. So you want to have as little lightning resist as possible, which is what, minus 60 is the least. So if you have minus 60, that means nearby enemies have a minus 60 lightning res. That's pretty good. I don't know if it's worth a chest slot though, because you can get pretty high damage pen in this game without too much effort. But minus 60 is a lot. I guess if you're like an Inquisitor, ignores resistances when you crit. That's not going to matter at all, but we'll see. We'll see. Could be the most OP thing in the game. You never know. What's this then? Moonbender's Wing. Is that what it's always been called? I recognise these two, like the art. So trigger level 15 lightning warp on hit with this weapon. That's kind of cool. Bit of fizz, a bit of crit. Not the highest weapon damage. Weapon hits with this weapon gain 94% of physical damage, extra cold or lightning. Kind of like a mini Void Forge. Hey, you had 2 of those. You dual wield those? That's pretty good. Don't know how the trigger lightning wall would hit. On hit with this weapon. So you hit something and you TP. That could be quite interesting. And it's a decent amount of damage. The fizz is extras. You'd have to stack some fizz and abysses. Just off the top of my head, literally off the top of my head. Would give you a lot of fucking damage here. That seems pretty cool. Seems like something could be done with that. And then Wake of Destruction, 1 to 120 lightning damage to attacks. Armor Energy Shield, life on kill, 15 move speed. Drop shock ground while moving, last 2 seconds. The 15 move speed has instantly just killed my erection for that item. So not a lot of move speed. If that was like 25, you talk, but no. Delirium in the core game. I'm joking, I didn't hate Delirium too much. It depends how they do it. Delirium and Cluster Jewels are being integrated into the core of Path of Exile experience. Because Delirium stacks with other league mechanics to make them more difficult and rewarding, the chance of encountering it rises exponentially with a number of other league mechanics in the area. Oh god. Oh shit, they're talking about I don't want to have to buy 2. Don't make me buy 2 packs again. That looks so sick. So does that. Oh my days, you can't do this to me. Last week we released a beta of the new Vulcan rendering, which has greatly reduced stuttering and smoothed out game performance. This rendering has made a massive improvement for many players, and we aim to fix issues that other players encountered before release of Harvest. The new render comes alongside continued graphics technology improvements, such as a new bloom system that is used extensively in the new Harvest League. Last little bloom's like lighting, like a glow you get off lighting. It looks sick. I love bloom. A lot of people hate it, but I think bloom. You can even see kind of bloom behind me. Look, this is if I turn bloom off in real life, the light would be, you know, much more condensed and bloom, innit? It's just bloom. But yeah, I like bloom. Oh, these look sick, man. Both of them look really good. Oh no, don't do this to me. Oh, they look way, oh my dog. Get wings with that one. I don't like those wings, to be fair. Those wings are a bit much. See, they looked really good in this splash shot because they've probably been cleaned up. But what we'll do. It's not what I wanted. I want the video. Video for the weapon, for the pack, for the wings, for the pack. That looks sick. Are those weapon effects? That's badass. But he looks sick there anyway. That looks sick. I like this one. He's holding on his back, look. I guess that's a back attachment. See, I told you, that was in the one of the pictures. You know what I said up here? I said they were flexing some MTX. I know, I got an eye for MTX. Where the fuck was it? See? I told you I hadn't seen that before. You go back and look. Yeah, I got a good eye for that shit, man. That looks sick. That looks fucking sick. Oh, it looks so good on my door. Oh, that looks good. That looks good. Oh my god, my mindset, I think I'm getting this one for damn sure. The weapon effect's pretty good as well. Yeah. I'm definitely getting this one. There's no way the other one's better than that. Nah. Nah, what the fuck is that? You wouldn't be able to walk around in those. They are 2-bit. Look at the dislikes. They are massive. You take off, mate. Gust of wind hit those, mate. You'd be gone. I mean, they're cool, but they're like, yeah. Wait, what? 28? I think some people are just disliking all their videos, to be honest. So the armor on its own looks sick, especially on the smaller characters. Like, oh, that stance, look. It's a badass stance. Yeah, it looks sick as. Stop saying sick as fuck. Sorry for anyone that's cringing out every time I say that. I think everything except the wings. Yeah, the weapon effect looks pretty nice as well. I mean, I'll end up probably buying both of them, but I'll just buy the red one first, I think. That does look pretty good. But I think, overall, everything that's included... Oh, those borders look really nice. I'm going to have to buy both, I think. I think I'll buy this one first. This whole pack first. And then once I've spent the points, and if I'm still playing, and I want some more points, then I'll buy this one, you know? That's how I usually do it, because the points are quite efficient. I can just get the other stuff with it. But yeah, so what are my final thoughts? Looks good to me. I'm hyped. When I watched the video at first, I was like, eh. You know, I was about as hyped as I normally am, just knowing there's a league coming up. I watched the video and I felt about the same. There's a couple of cool things in there. Seeing some of the new rework skills, like Ice Crash looks sick as fuck. I said it again, I'm sorry. And then once I started reading through this and actually getting some of the actual juicy deets, my hype level went up for each bit, which is good, right? And then I'll probably watch the Ziggy D video after this so I can get like even more details. But as it stands, on a scale of how hyped I've been for past leagues, probably up there. It's probably in line with... What was I super hyped for? I'd say Synthesis I was actually super hyped for. And then the one after that, Legion. I think I was super hyped for Legion. And then Blight I wasn't too hyped for, because Tower Defense, I was like, whatever, I'll play it. That was one of those ones where I was like, hyped for the league, but not really hyped for the mechanic. I was like, if the mechanic's good, then I'll play longer. So for this, it's definitely above that. I don't think it's Legion Synthesis hype, but as more information rolls out, maybe I'll get more hyped. And these support packs are probably the best too. Overall, like both of them together, overall, probably the best, especially in this picture. They've obviously touched these pictures up a little bit. It looks really good. So here we go, 19th. We got 16 days to wait. 16 days. So as you know, I'm done with this this part of the video. I just want to go on a quick little 2-minute rant about you know, how I've been doing and the Twitch stream. So if this is all you came for, some live reaction action, then I'm done. So thanks. Leave a like if you liked the video and if you're hyped for Path of Exile. If you're not and you think it's shit, then dislike their video, not mine. Thanks. But yeah, so just a little thing before I go, more for anyone watching this who's actually ever been on my stream or anything or follows me on Twitter. The reason why I haven't been streaming recently is kind of a combination of things. I got really burnt out of Delirium for a few reasons. One, wasn't too into the mechanic after after like a month and a bit. Got a little bit boring. I had no friends playing at this time, so I got really bored. And then on top of that, it was a kind of a combination of things. Obviously, we had the whole pandemic with the coronavirus, and what it meant was that everyone was at home, and not a lot of people were actually working. So it meant all my homies were online, wanting to play other games, Minecraft, you know, Rocket League, League of Legends, so constantly playing games with other people, and I just didn't really fancy streaming that stuff. I prefer to stream Path of Exile, preferably either on my own or play with someone who's actually playing it with me. And the person who usually plays Path of Exile with me just moved house and it was all cooked for like a month, so he couldn't play anyway. But that should be different this league. When this league starts, I believe my mate will be playing, and I might even have my other mate who played like Legion League like all the way through might play as well. You never know. We'll see. But obviously, the more mates I have playing Path of Exile with me, the more I'm going to want to play, because it feels, you're not as lonely, right? But I like every league. I will probably play for at least a month. a good solid month of content for streaming. And then if I get burnt out of this one really quick, I might start streaming something else. But if I go all the way to 2.5 months, it's best just to take a break and then come back fresh, like I'm doing now. But obviously this break's a little bit longer because the delay and all the other stuff. So yeah, 40-minute video. I better stop this now before the upload takes years. I've got slightly better internet now as well over the last few days. My download and my upload's gone up because we went on to a higher internet package. So I've actually gone from like 9 upload to 16. So it shouldn't be as bad, and it should help with stream as well. It means I can even increase some of the settings for stream. But I don't really want to do that until I get the option to be able to have like the quality settings, because obviously if someone comes in with not very good internet and I'm streaming at like the max Twitch allows, the person can't actually physically watch me, but just because their internet's bad, they can't turn down the video settings. That kind of cucks some people from watching the stream, so it's probably not worth it at this moment. But yeah, thanks for watching, and if you're still here and you've ever watched me on Twitter, you follow me and all that good stuff, you're a fucking legend, and I will see you in the next one, because I'm sure there will be more content to go through. So there might be another video on this stuff, maybe even like a final video, like a week before leading up, and then maybe some for the patch notes and stuff. We'll see. But till then, stay safe, wash your hands, and I'm out. Peace.